Oh, is that you? I didn't see it. Is this you? 1995 Seb G? Seb J? Is that you? Oh, okay. Well, good luck. Have fun. I'm gonna go with English opening. Ooh, nice flare. You got the swords. And, unrated games, obviously I don't mind if you stream snipe. I'm here to learn, here to improve, and, especially, like, I don't know, it's just, obviously pure chess is like, whenever I play somebody like a streamer, I like mute their stream while I'm playing, and then we talk about it later. But I'm not gonna force that on anybody, because it's just not how it's not really. I don't snipe. Yeah, I believe you. It's just I do talk about the position a lot. I do talk about the position because I'm trying to grow and I'm trying to become a better player. And I think also, like, obviously if I had more viewers, they'd want to hear my analysis. As noobish as my analysis is. So, yeah, I've been trying to play the English more. Okay, 1990. Okay, okay, BJ. I'll see you when you get back. But yeah, no sweat either. We're here to relax. We're here to hang out. We're here to get better at chess. And what better way than to just discuss it? Either way works. Whichever way you prefer. Whether we have complete communication while we play or whether we have no communication. Those are two different ways to improve, and I don't mind either way. Especially for unrated games. For rated games, obviously, I don't want any help from chat. That's not what I intend by what I mean by, like, I don't care about discussion. What I mean by discussion is more like if it's an unrated game and we're going to talk about the position. Yeah, I'll tell yeah. Okay, so like obviously I'm not here to just try to cheat, try to get chat telling me what moves to make. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, I'm going to voice my thought process during the game. And I think I don't have to worry about that because of the knight, so I continue with my development here with my bishop on g2. Usual stuff that I play in the English. And this is the e5 variation, so this is actually kind of right up my alley. I almost want more coffee, but I've already had 2 cups. I don't know. Maybe I'll have, like, the bottom of this. Let's make a compromise. Ugh. Bottom of the cup coffee. Ugh. Yeah, like, I try to run my streams. I try to run my streams as if we're, like, at a coffee shop, like at a cafe. Like we're at a cafe. People have chessboards out. Not everybody's playing. Some people are hanging out, talking amongst themselves. Some people are really intensely focusing on their game. Whatever. Like, this is a coffee shop chess hangout. And I don't want to impose any strict limits, like, obviously if we're having like a tournament environment, then I'll just put it like on sub only mode with like emote only mode if I wanted to broadcast it. Okay, and then I continue my development with bishop g2. Really starting to see the structure of the position for both sides. But it's still a little bit too early to tell. This is all pretty much automatic stuff right now. Black's probably going to castle kingside, but there still is a knight and a bishop needs to develop somewhere. Not really sure where the queen's going to go. Maybe c6, queen c7. At some point, a6 and b5. Not sure. But yeah, I get the feeling that when people come into my chat, because I'm so strict about the rules when it comes to like racism or transphobia, I feel like people also think that I'm strict about the rules for how we're hanging out with, relaxing, how we're chess. Like, I'm really lax, like, on the actual, like, as long as you're, hey Annabelle's, welcome back. Like, as long as people are like not being racist and not being transphobic, and not being an asshat in general, like, I'm very relaxed on like what we do in the stream and what, like, I'm not gonna say no, we're not gonna talk about that while we play, but like, no, I feel like people get the wrong idea with me, because the only reason I'm strict is when people are like being total asshats. Like that I feel like, and maybe it's harder to tell because I have so few viewers. So it's like a lot of you are good. Like Annabelle's, you're one of the good ones. But like I think it's so hard to tell sometimes because I have so few viewers that when the bad ones do come in, it looks like it's a lot of them. So maybe I'm just overreacting, thinking that people are misjudging me. But maybe the people that I'm banning are obviously misjudging me. But you know, they're asshats. They want to be racist. They want to be transphobic. That's not allowed here. We're not here to do that. We're here to relax, play chess, play video games, chat amongst ourselves, chat with each other, you know, cheer each other on in our own individual journeys. It's not about me, you know. I'm part of the community. I'm not like, obviously this channel is my channel and I kind of host, you know, I host it. And like, but I mean, I'm trying to, like, it's like a coffee shop, and there's also wine and beer being served and spirits. So it's like, it's not just coffee. Sometimes people are going to be drinking. And that's fine. You know, just don't punch each other. We don't want that. We don't want any bar fights. This isn't a bar. It's more like a coffee shop. So if you're going to have wine, it's more like, it's not like getting drunk kind of wine. Although you're free to get drunk in my stream. Don't let me stop you. You know, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to inhibit your imbibing. I don't want to inhibit your imbibing. Like, if you're going to get drunk or whatever, that's on you, you know? People just want to get under your skin. Yeah, exactly. They're not gonna. I have too thick of skin. They might think they are. And maybe that's how deep my chess game goes with them. They think that they're getting under my skin, but they really aren't. I make it look like they are. And so they think they're winning. But then they give up because they realize that I'm actually not affected by them. I mean, it's an endless chess game, really. It's like you always have to. I mean, basically nothing you do is going to help. But I may as so then that means that the only thing I can really do is try to make it so it's easiest on me. Like my mental health is always going to take priority over viewers. So it's, as much as that sounds like really, like, kind of I guess offensive towards chat. Like, I'm sorry, chat. I love you. But my mental health takes #1 priority. Oh, that doesn't mean we can't have both. Like, obviously, for the most part, you know, chat's fine. Just the people that come in and just spam bullshit or tell me that I'm not really female, like transphobic. What's ridiculous is when they try to brush it off like it's not transphobic, and I'm like, you don't get to decide what is and isn't transphobic, dude. They're like, oh, I just say dude to everyone. And I get that. At the same time, I think I'm gonna stop accepting that answer. Because it's not, as much as people say it's not gendered, it is. Like, when you say dude to somebody, especially when I'm like a trans woman and I have a history of people coming in and saying, hey, what's up, man? What's up, dude? Like, it's obviously gendered. Like, I know that, like, I live in California. You know, saying I live in California doesn't change the fact that it's still gendered. Like, I get it. I'm in California, but it's not okay. Okay? Like, I don't want people calling me dude or bro or bruh. Like, some people might be okay with it. I'm not. And if people don't respect that, then they don't really belong here. That's transphobic. It is because I say it is. Not because, oh, well, I'm not transphobic. I have gay friends. Like, what? First of all, I mean, like, there's just so many things wrong with that. Like, there's just so many things wrong with it. Go here. Yeah, that'd be fine. I have 2 defenders now. The bishop's kind of just hanging in there. I mean, I have a lifetime of experience dealing with people who just bullied me. So it's like, if, you know, dealing with real people in my life, people in my family also, who would bully me, people in chat are like nothing. It's like a little, like, you just brush them off your skin. It kind of gets to you over time, but at the same time, like, as time goes on, they're gonna become quite like just meaningless, and like, they're already pretty meaningless. As time goes on and I get more viewers and I get more people who are like true fans, like, they're gonna become less and less relevant. Like, to be completely honest, like, they're just gonna be completely irrelevant. Like, I don't know if I want to play e5 because it kind of restricts my bishop. If I play e3, I guess I could play bishop g5. Then it develops the queen. Yeah. Let's play e4. I said e5. I meant to say e4. Like sometimes I forget like whether I'm playing white or black pieces. It's like I keep calling this like, and what's weird is I don't call it d5. I call it e5. So it's really weird how that works. When's your next YouTube video going to be up? Just wondering. As soon as I make it. I'm gonna try, Annabelle's. I'm gonna try. I do have. Oh, I kind of have a cop-out video I can make. I have. The last video I uploaded was the first 30 seconds of like all the streams I did in June, and the next video I can do is I have all the clips already downloaded. I could do a video where it's the the final 30 seconds of the streams. So it's like it's more of a documentary than entertainment, but it's something. But as far as actual content, I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, but I do intend to make another dungeon run on WoW. And like you said, I think it's like really valuable for people who want to learn how to do the dungeons, especially since I'm learning them on the fly pretty much, like especially the newer ones. And I'll be doing it off stream, so it's the focus is it's gonna be hard for me. It's gonna be hard for me because I'm so used to just streaming, and I feel like I need to learn how to be really focused and to like just because there's no live audience. The audience is gonna come after the recording, so I'm gonna work on it soon. I don't know if today, but because I think to like after this stream I'm gonna take a break. Maybe I'll record it tonight. Before I play Final Fantasy 14. So, because I got in like a nice, I got into like a nice balance now with WoW, where I could also be playing different games. So, I don't know. I'll try to make it tonight. After I'm done with my chess stream, I'll take a break and then I'll go set up WoW for recording and doing dungeons. I'll just do a dungeon. It's obviously not the best content, but it's something. Like, you know, I gotta start somewhere. I can't just like say, oh, I'm not gonna do any content until I have, you know, A+, you know, tier S content, you know, like whatever. I gotta work my way up, and it's better than nothing. And I hope you like it, regardless. I hope you like it. I need this. Yeah, I don't. How did you like the first dungeon run? Like, is there anything you would suggest I do differently? Because that might help. Like anything you didn't like about how I did the video, or what you do like. I could really use your input. Well, thank you, Annabelle's. Yeah, that's kind of why I haven't made one, is because I kind of want to at least keep like, because I haven't really been feeling the energy to make one that, I mean, but then again, I should also just not really just go for it. Like I should just not really be so like perfectionist, you know? I should be able to just make the video, and however it ends up is how it ends up, and you know, there's always a next time. And I guess I should be okay with that. And also I have to realize that some people might really like my content even though I hate it. So it's like I have to come to terms with that and stop being so much of a perfectionist. Because if I never do it, then nobody will watch it and it'll be absolutely worst quality. So I could either just do it and do the best I can, and maybe it's not perfect, but at least it's there. But I don't know. I just I need to be able to record it knowing that I don't have a stream audience, which I'm actually kind of used to because I'm used to having like 0 viewers. So it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. Last time I took a risk and I went YouTube live. I didn't get any viewers for it, but I do think it's way better if I just record it and then upload it. Maybe do a little editing if I need to. But I actually, the format that I'm doing for the recording, I pretty much can just record it straight through and not even edit it. Like maybe I can add like, I don't know, in the future, maybe I can start editing in like little memes or add in like little extra like sound effects or something like that. Like, I don't know. That's for the future. We're not there yet. Liked it because you make it seem like people are already watching you, like you're talking like there is someone watching you. And that's not what a lot of people don't do, but I like when people talk. Yeah, exactly. It's actually recommended for people who do Let's Play videos, especially on YouTube. But even on Twitch, it's recommended to always be talking. It's really difficult to do, which is why I haven't made one in a bit. So I've been kind of like resting, which is the real reason why I haven't made one. It's the real reason why I haven't played WoW in a bit. Because I know that I'm saving WoW specifically for YouTube. I'm trying to focus on just making YouTube content with WoW. I'm not quite ready to make any content for chess. I do have ideas. I feel like the best content for chess would be find a game that I had during stream that's like, you know, find one game per stream and a rapid game, like a longer game, and just edit out that part of the stream and just put it in. Just one game. And I could start doing that for chess, because then it's like people can just watch a single game with commentary and whatever else I'm doing. Because then also that means that I don't have to do that off stream. I could actually do that. Because I'm going to be doing that on stream. And the only problem is I'm getting better at it, at my behavior on stream, because I'm not letting people get under my skin as much as I used to. And I'm not screaming or yelling like I used to. And so that's actually helpful, because a lot of my past streams, I literally just can't do that because I start screaming. And I don't want to put that up on YouTube. I don't want to be known for that, okay? Although I already am known for that, but only among edgelord 4chan incels. Which sucks, because the people who actually saw that video that was me screaming were all people who are the worst possible people to have seen the video. So it just really sucks, but that's where I am. That's where I'm starting out as a streamer. And I don't know, maybe it'll probably just turn around, because, you know, people have done way more toxic things than what I did. To be completely honest, like it was bad for me relatively, but like compared to other streamers who have been toxic in the past, who have bounced back from being toxic, like, I have nothing to worry about. Like, honestly, I'm not trying to be toxic. I'm not trying to scream. The only times I really screamed was when it was like, it was beyond my control. I tried my best to control it. And that's what I'm doing in therapy. What we're doing with dialectical behavior therapy as well, with my therapist. And I talked to my therapist today. And it's like, we're doing a lot of work on that. I'm just really starting to really kind of take control of how I respond to things. And I do believe I can actually do a lot of good just by playing D5 here. But yeah, I do think that like that would be good content for chess, is when I can do rapid games like this. In fact, after I do my WoW stream, I'm going to find some of these games and find the one that and maybe it's this game, I don't know. After this stream, I'm gonna download the VOD. And tomorrow, because I'm going to do the WoW content tonight, I think. It doesn't take very long. I mean, like, dungeons last, like, maybe 30 to 40 minutes. And then I can take a break and then do whatever I want after that, really. I mean, I don't know if I should stream Final Fantasy 14 tonight, but I probably will, because I want to play. And I have a policy where if I'm going to play a video game, I'm going to stream it. Or for WoW's case, I'm going to make YouTube videos, which means that I'm probably not going to get to endgame for a very long time, but at least I have fun playing the game. Just a second. Alright, sorry about that. I really had to go pee. Well, yeah, I'm glad you liked it, Annabelle's, and I'll keep making more videos for you, so don't worry about that. I mean, I don't really care about my rate of how much I level in WoW. The real purpose for playing WoW is to make that content and to enjoy the game, and I like to enjoy games at my own pace. I like to, okay, now that we closed it, I need to figure out what to do over here. And now, actually, now I can play Bishop G5 because now I don't have to worry about H6. And the knight's pinned. So I need to figure out how to get my like rooks over and my queen over to the queen side. And maybe reposition this knight. Maybe play knight H2. Or, actually, no, I could play knight H4. But what am I going to do there is the question. Yeah, hopefully I'm getting better as a content creator. I do feel like I'm doing better, but it's still a long way to go. It's really difficult to be like on like the entire stream. So that's why I want to limit WoW just to doing recorded videos, because then I can just focus on just like small bursts of content. And the cool thing about WoW retail right now is that it's pretty much set up so that's actually fine. Like you can just, you know, seek for an instance, you know, for a dungeon or a raid or a PvP, and that's like 100% of the content that people like want to watch, really, because all the other content like grinding, like you know, like crafting gear or whatever, you know, or like just like you know, farming gold items or something like that. I mean, that's not really watchable. That's just kind of grinding. And yeah, like I'll probably be doing that as I get more higher level, and then I could just save those for stream content, because honestly, I feel like the showcase stuff, like the raids and the dungeons, and also I could do the quests as video series too, so people can know how to do the quests and try to talk the whole time during those too, to be also entertaining and informative, but at the same time. Okay, here we go. There's some contention here. I do have a rook. I think I need to play. I think I could play bishop h3. You take. I can just take with the pawn, or even just take with the knight. Yeah. If you take here, I'll take with the knight. But I do want to play bishop h6 because pawn can't easily attack now. Oh, definitely can't attack. And this is creating an absolute pin. Okay, so you got rid of the pin. But the knight can also come over here because this knight's still pinned to the queen. Trying to figure out. I think I might have to reposition the knight over to the queen side. The thing is that if you take here, the bishop can take, and then the pawn takes. It's fine. Only I could attack that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just have to bring the queen over here. I mean, the knight over here. Yeah. But yeah, I was watching some YouTube guides on how to make better content, and one of the videos she was talking about, she was comparing different people who do Let's Play videos, which is kind of like streaming, except they're making it purely for YouTube. So the difference is that there's absolutely no dead space because there's nobody who's just like, you know, because at least if you have a bigger stream, there's always the fact that some people just come to streams just to chat with other people, and so they at least have that, where they could chat with the other viewers. Yeah, I'm actually gonna win a knight here. You take the bishop with the rook, or the queen, and then I take. And I'm also, if you don't take with the rook, if you take with the queen, then I'm winning a rook for a bishop. So I'm actually winning here. Yeah, BJ says BJ says saw it as soon as I played it. Brutal. Okay, and then now obviously that gets rid of the double attack. Still, now I win the piece. So here I just have to be really careful not to blunder. I don't want to give back the advantage. I want to try to completely take advantage of this. Means I think I can bring, yeah, I can bring the knight back. I lost a little tempo with that knight because I was planning on none of this happening. So I was planning on repositioning things, trying to push a pawn up here and make a pawn break with the knight, and then eventually attack this square with the knight and the pawn. And that was like a very long, convoluted plan. But now I don't need to do that. Now I can play with an advantage. So now I can just keep pushing, and there's less stuff that could play here and open up a spot for this knight. Or I can just take with the knight. And it's defending the bishop. Bishop takes, knight, pawn takes, and then I also, that opens up the c-file. It's game's really going in my favor now. I just have to make sure I don't screw up, because a lot of times I'll be playing and I'm up a piece, and then suddenly I give up a piece and now it's equal again. I'm like, I really need to just keep, like, when I'm winning, I need to make sure that I don't mess it up. I do have 3 minutes on the clock left, which is still pretty low, but it's not too low. And I do have 10 seconds increments, so there's a difference. And then the difference is I can take it, you know, I think I want to open up the c-file. Even though the rook can come in, but maybe not. I could attack the rook first. Actually, I think I can win the rook. Rook's trapped. When it rains, it pours. Sorry, BJ. But I was kind of playing with fire there because I lost. I was supposed, because I had to calculate to make sure, like, if black would be able to recover from that. I don't think there's like a check or anything that could be in between move or anything. Okay, well that does attack this. That's actually kind of an issue. And I don't have to worry about this rook because you still can't save it, so I can actually just take the bishop. Now I'm up a piece, but I'm also going to be up a rook. I think the best move is to play rook h8. Because then at least you get the bishop back. Yeah, like, I mean, some people, you know, it's like, this is kind of one of the things that I get gripes about when people play RPGs, like, that I like, is that some people are just like, they think that you're a noob, or they say like, oh, you'll never get leveled fast enough, it'll take you forever. And it's like, dude, like, what's your rush to get to endgame? First of all, endgame is like, yeah, endgame's fun, but like, enjoy the process. Like, if you get endgame, then, you know, that's all you have is endgame, which in WoW's case is really okay. This way you get I think that's still winning very much. I'm also threatening to take this pawn, but I think I need to defend this pawn first. Now, the thing about that is that, okay, so if you take that, yeah, let me just be safe. There's no need to be, like, I'm already up so much material. I could probably get my king out of this because the bishop's looking at it. I'm gonna make sure that everything's safe and don't give my opponent any leeway. Okay, now you're double attacking on that. In fact, I can actually interpose my bishop. If you take, and I can even just put my rook or my queen along this file to attack the queen. Yeah, like people are telling me, oh, you shouldn't play wizard because the current meta wizard is terrible in the end game in Diablo 3, and I'm like, dude, I enjoy playing wizard. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of other classes to play, but I'm gonna start with wizard, and I don't know why you have a problem with it. It's like, because it's like why? I think I can go here. If you attack the queen, check, get out of check, and then I can trade the queen. Okay, yeah, so it's fine. And I don't know, it's like, yeah, I'm only level 75. I have like way more levels to go. And when Shadowlands comes out, it means that like I guess all the levels get squished. But like I don't know why I need to get to. Oh, whoa! No, you missed it. You missed it. I completely misclicked. Oh well, you missed it. You could have you could have evened out the game. I told you I screwed it up. I told you, but my opponent missed it. Trying to beat me on the clock. Oh god. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, well that's easy enough. Well, it looks like I'm still in the game. It would have been evened out if I blundered that rook. It's like I have a complete winning position and then I blundered it back to evenness, but my opponent missed it. So that's kind of, I'm not going to let that happen again. Sometimes it's like the chat room, the Twitch pop out. Sometimes it says like welcome to the chat room again, like it refreshed. Okay, yeah, that works. You take, check, get out of check. And I can go back to defend. And then attack it. Okay. And there's no way to defend that pawn. Bring my king up to e4. Whichever one moves, I just move the opposite. I need to bring my king up here. Okay. Well, in that case, I still just bring my king up. It's a completely one end game. I need to attack the pawn, and then bring my king up to attack d6. These pawns I don't need to worry about. I just need to promote this, and then I have a checkmate coming. And same deal. Actually, yeah, I think I can actually just completely cut off the king there. And the rook's completely cutting off the c-file. Take the pawn, play king f5, king e6, king takes d6. Then either king e7 or king c7, depending on where the king's at. The king's over on b7 or b6 or b8. Then I have to play the other king. Doesn't really matter because the rook is blocking off all those squares. But I need to get the king away so the pawn can promote. Yeah, I'm 100% winning here. GG. Thank you so much for the game, BJ. We can play again. But I want to look at the game first. So yeah, there's absolutely nothing you can do. You can play like here. I'm gonna play here. Maybe you play here. And then I just move the king. And then I do have to be a little bit careful, but not really. And then that's checkmate. Actually, no, not really. Now it's checkmate. Never resign, but with 10-second increment, that's a done game. Yeah, exactly. It was completely done. The thing is like, I don't think I was doing okay. I think I was doing like okay. Like, keyword on okay. After h5 is played, I'm able to then have a permanent spot for my bishop that can't easily come out. So I really utilized, and also I closed down the light squared bishop, which also closed down mine, but I could always come to bishop h3, which I did, and pin the knight on the king. So I did that. This was kind of a wasted move, but not really, because I was planning to come over here and then eventually maybe push h4 and then h5 and then bring the knight over here, and then I have a pawn and a knight guarding on c6. But because this was played, I was able to do this. Now obviously queen can't take, because then you just lose a rook. Play here. Queen back was the first straw. Yeah, because you still have the pin. I don't know. Either way. Oh yeah, and then I was able to attack the queen. And you also can't take, because I'll take the rook. Which I don't actually know if it would have been that bad. So now you're up now it's even. I'm up a rook. But I feel like your position's still solid, even though I'm up some. I'm down the. I mean, you're down the exchange. But I mean, then there's the fact that. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's actually being down the exchange is extremely damaging, because your bishops. You have the bishop pair. I have the knight pair. You have the bishop pair. But you're down a rook, and also your bishops are like really weak. Like, I mean, not too weak, because you could always play b5 to open up the dark squared bishop and maybe bring queen f7, make a lot of threats. I can always play rook f1 though, and also king g2 or something to get out of the line of fire. Light bishop was too weak. Yeah, the light squared bishop, like really out there. And then I gave away my bishop. My bishop was sort of weak, but this made it very useful, and that was like the total use of it. Like if you took with the queen, I win the knight, and then also win a rook. So the alternative was to take with the queen and then lose the piece and a rook for a piece. So taking with the rook, obviously taking with the knight. I mean, like I said, it's the same exact position that I just showed you. But from there, for later on, let me get back to where I blundered. later on over here. No, wait. Go. I was up material here. I was like completely, especially after the rook. After the rook came in. Like this is like this. Taking the knight here. Like starting this exchange, you're trying to free up the bishop, but after all this, because after I move the knight here, I'm threatening that. I didn't see it until it was kind of too late. Like I could have done this for a few moves. I could have done this for a few moves. I don't know what you could do to defend against it, because this bishop is like absorbing all the space. I mean, you could play rook h6, but then I just play bishop g7, and then I'm gonna win at any. Oh no, but then you could take, yeah. So I think you actually could have played rook h6. I could maybe play here, but at that point, I think you can defend, because now it's like I can't do that because of this. So I think the only move here after knight f3 is rook h6. Then I can't continue that. I'm threatened, yeah, and yeah, like maybe I can move back, and I don't know. I still don't think that's actually, yeah, maybe it's not actually not that great. Because all I have to do is just move it back. And I think you can defend. And then you're still down in the material. Anyway, that was a good game. If you want to play, do you want to play again? We can play another one. Where was the rook lift you were talking about? Well, castle and queen side is a little interesting too, especially since you pushed away your pawns. Anyway, yeah, we could go over that for a million years, but I don't think it would get me very much. Very well played. I'm kind of proud of myself. Okay, I'm playing the black pieces. Okay, we got knight f3. I like to play d5. Okay. e6. I'm gonna try to go for another stone wall. Oof, yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna end the stream after this game. Yeah. Now I need to play c6. Hey, Hippo Defense! Welcome back. It's been a long time, my friend. How are you? How are you, Hippo Defense? I don't think I've seen you since January. I'm not sure. Really good to see you. I'm glad. I hope you're doing okay. I hope everything's been fine in your world. Yeah, and then I just go with f5. I think I get to play bishop d6 next. I'm pretty good. I've been making a lot of progress with my mental health and with my stream, and I'm somewhat growing on YouTube. I'm gonna make some YouTube content tonight to upload. Make sure, by the way, you don't know my YouTube link. I don't have a custom channel link yet. I need like about 50 more subscribers. I'm gonna be making some World of Warcraft content later tonight. I'm obviously gonna take a break after the stream. You need to take a break. Like I can't just keep going. That's insane. I've been talking for like the fast almost 4 hours. I'm staying hydrated though. Everything's all lubricated. But you still need to take breaks, and I need to like rest my eyes and just get in the zone to make some YouTube content, because I'm doing World of Warcraft dungeons. Very industrious. Very industrious. And that's just kind of the way my mind works, is I always act like I'm working. And I prefer it that way, actually. I really like working. It's just most people don't like the way I work, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. It's a discussion in its own. Basically, like, I really love working, but people don't think that what I do constitutes work. But I love working. I just, when people put a lot of pressure on me, I start to fail. Okay, so either I come back to bishop c7, and maybe reposition over onto the queen side, or I trade off the bishop, and it kind of exposes the king side. I think I'm gonna do that, even if h takes. That still ruins kingside castling, and there's already some. Okay, so either way, it kind of either side castle is not going to be ideal for white. The rook will be on the f file, but then again, my f file is pretty safe, defended by a bishop and a pawn at the moment. Could also play at some point. I could play b6, and if takes, h takes, and then I can always play bishop a6. I'm gonna play knight bd7 at some point. But I think right now there's nowhere that light squared bishop can go to, really. Only one of these two squares, bishop e2 or bishop d3. I don't need to play a6, and in fact, I'm gonna be playing b6, but first I'm gonna get castled. I need knight bd7, b6, if takes, a takes, and then bishop a6. And it's defended by the rook. Queen might come over to c7 or c8, depending on what I want. But yeah, I'm trying. I've been getting like at least 100 views per video on YouTube now, except the boring ones. I'm doing like, I have multiple goals for my YouTube. I don't just make content. I also make content for like documentary purposes. Over like, this is a like the latest one I uploaded was was like all the the first 30 seconds of every single stream I did like in a month, like from June. And it's more like, it's less about like what viewing, and it's more about it just shows me like, here's how I've grown as a streamer. This is what the first 30 seconds of me talking sounds like over time. And it's more of like a documentary, like documenting everything. I wouldn't want to trade off the knight here, because the b pawn would come in and it would kind of fix the pawn structure a little bit. I'm just gonna play the knight first, just get developed. Yeah, the more videos I upload, especially the ones that people want to watch, like the World of Warcraft one did really well compared to my other videos. Like within the first day, it got like the same amount of views as another video I made like in a week. And then the one that yeah, and then the one that got that amount of views, like 100 views in a day, and then the other one got 100 views in a week, and then the one before that got 100 views in a month. So it's like I am making progress on YouTube. So, and the more views a video gets, the more likely people are going to discover it, and it kind of like feeds on itself. Where it's like you get more views, and then the algorithm suggests it more, and then more people see it, and because more people see it, the algorithm views it more. It's like it just builds on itself, and I can't wait to get to a place where I'm just really comfortable with growth, and where also more people come to my Twitch chat because of it. It's going to be a long, involved, painful process, and I mean, I already know it's painful. I'm experiencing it right now, but like, you know, I get viewers like you And we get to play chess together. So regardless of what's going on, I am improving my chess. And earlier I was taking a break for like I think like 10 or 20 minutes or something, and I realized, like, I didn't realize, but I already knew this, but like I I understood, like, in a very visceral way, like not visceral, but like it's just like this way that, like, this stream, especially for chess, is about my growth as a chess player. And whether I had 1 viewer or 0 viewers or 10,000 viewers, that's what makes the content. This is a direct journal of my progress in chess. And I could do that alone, but I chose to become a streamer so that I could at least share that with the world. Whether or not it'll be useful or not is not really up for me to decide, but I at least hope that I'm helping. Judging by you and other people who continue to come to my stream and give me support by showing up and letting me know what works and what doesn't and stuff like that. Obviously you're not required. It just helps knowing that, like, okay, well, this person really seems to care about me, and I wouldn't be able to do it without you. Especially now I'm at the very beginning of my journey for the past year. Like, I have absolutely a very, very small amount of viewers, and the ones who I do have seem to really care about me, and I kind of owe it to them to keep growing, keep getting better. I owe it to you because you believe in me, and I don't want to let you down. Okay, so I doubled up pawns. I think I can actually bring my knight up here. I think this might be a mistake, but I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just going to go with what looks like is useful. Aw. Thank you, Hippo. But yeah, so the cool thing about that model for my stream is that regardless of how many viewers, I'm still making content. And I'm still doing something that exists outside of streaming. And I think that's an important part, because a lot of people who are broadcasters, if they're playing like a video game, unless they're like a pro player, like, that video game isn't really doing anything to, like, outside of broadcasting. I can't do that. I think I have to do this here. Yeah, it works. I'm pretty sure that works. I don't want to take with the D pawn, for sure. I need to take with the F pawn. It does expose my king, but I don't know how the light squared bishop or anything is going to attack on that diagonal at all. Maybe if somehow the queen was able to magically get here, like magically get, if the queen were somehow able to get here, but I have a bishop guarding and I can always bring my queen to E7. I don't know what I'm going to do with my light squared bishop. So my light squared bishop is pretty bad. Its sole purpose to defend the E6 square right now. And I do need to play A4, so if the queen trades... Oh, no, the rook's guarding. Rook's guarding A5, so... It's not a huge deal. I do have plenty of time on my clock, so I need to slow down. But I'm pretty sure right now it's like... I'm playing pretty decently. Let me get the music back on. I mean, for the viewer, the music's been on the whole time. Not for me. Okay, let's check. I have to take. And the bishop's still under attack. I try to keep good vibes nowadays. Like, my stream, I don't have any room for my mental health to be screaming and shouting. Like, obviously I didn't try to do that, And it's taken a lot of work to get to a place where I'm able to just be calm. Really a lot of work. I can just take the bishop here. Now I'm up material. I'm only, oh, no, I'm gonna be up 2 pawns. I don't think there's any advantage. Okay, so now I can't take this pawn, but this pawn's still there, so I can defend, and now I can defend the pawn by playing queen f5. Then I take the pawn here, and then I'm threatening. And then you can't take the pawn then. So if you play g4, first of all, I could just take that pawn. Okay, so queen can't easily come over to attack f8. And once I get this bishop somewhere, I think I need to play bishop a6. Then the rook's also guarding. Now I'm up 3, like a piece. I'm up a whole, well, yeah, I'm up a piece. Oh, and there is, well, yeah, you can't go here because the pawn. I would just take with the queen, actually. So, I just take the pawn. Threatening to win the pawn again. Chill vibes, yeah, exactly. Hippo, 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 hippo. Okay, so now I'm threatening to play b4, and then I'm gonna win something. Do you need to be careful? Okay, so yeah, that's the threat, but queen f3 is playable. Because then you'll have this threat. Or no. Yeah, well, no, that's a mistake. I think. No, it's the same threat. Queen f8 mate. I need to be really careful here. I could just play queen f5. Queen takes, he takes, rook takes. I'm no longer worried about mate at that point. I'm up material, so I'm okay trading. Oh god, I lost the rook there. It's not too bad. Not too bad. I get the 2 pawns back. Oh, no, I don't. This is the bishop. Ow! Oh, wow. Thank you, Willow Wolf. Thanks for the raid with 6 viewers. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. We're playing some chess. We can play some more. I was getting kind of tired, but we can keep going. We can keep going if anybody wants to play. My name is Rebecca Lauren. I play chess. I play other video games. I'm a trans woman, so I talk about trans stuff. So don't be a transphobe here. Don't be a racist here. And you'll be fine. So basically, we like to chill. We like to play games together. We like to chat. There's no real like super strictness unless you're being racist or something. So don't worry about it. Just chill. Stay chill. That's what we're here for. We're also here to be serious too. I like to imagine my stream. We try to be like a cafe where in the corner some people are like intensely studying like a chess position or something, and I can go here first. And then, like, also in the corner, some people are just having some coffee or some wine or some beer or some other kind of beverage, and they're just chatting, you know, not even watching the games. Then some people are just playing some casual games or just watching us play, and that's kind of the vibe I like to have in my stream. I have a habit of, I'm trying to avoid a lot of mental health issues I have over the years, and I'm trying to get better at that. And, oh, now I can save the bishop. Look what I found! I managed to equalize, even though I was temporarily down material. And I'm still pinning the rook. Oh, fuck! I guess that wasn't equal. Because the rook... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Wow, I can't for a second. I was so excited about the fact that I saved the bishop. I didn't realize I was losing the game. Jeez. Hey, Makiva. How you doing? Makiva, Las Vegas. Makiva, Las Cheslas. Makiva, Las Cheslas. Matthew? Matthew Kiva? Is that your name? I guess your name is Matthew, huh? Somebody's name is Matthew. Apparently, according to Hippo Defense, somebody's name at some point in time, somewhere in the universe, is named Matthew. Yeah, so the problem with that is I save the bishop, but I lose the game. So, I had to just give up that bishop. This is the threat, really. So it's not even the bishop that's the threat. I could have actually gone for perpetual. I could have gone for perpetual. That's what I should have done. I should have thought like a grandmaster. A grandmaster would say, you know what? I can get a draw here. And at least salvage the game. Oh yeah, you could yeah, oh yeah, in order to avoid draw. Yeah, you could just move the king back. But then what can I do? I guess I just have to play queen e7 at that point and accept the loss. Ah, sucks. Sucks so bad. Okay. Now, where did I really go wrong? Maybe that was not perfect. I don't know what else I would do, though. Maybe bishop c7. Ooh, I keep having this habit of not opening up a separate analysis, because otherwise I lose the game. Let me turn off the engine, okay? Yeah, when you go to an analysis board and the engine's already running, it's like, what? I could have gone here. Well, then of course you could still trade off and I get the queen there. I don't know if that's actually not bad for me. Maybe you can play bishop d3. I don't know. This is fine, I think. Oh, I mean, oh, in this position, that's what I meant. So if I go here, well, now it's like I do have this, but like, what is my bishop gonna do anyway? Yeah, because just like I did, like I played f5 in this kind of opening. I would think that opening up the F file is really like advantageous for both sides. So now that you open up the file, it's like you have a semi-open file now, and I don't. I still have to figure out how to open up that, but that's not for later. I don't know. I think it was okay right here. I closed this. I don't know if I needed to. I could have actually just played. Could have either played A5. Yeah, and you have the knight there. I wouldn't want to start a trade. Oh, there's also this. The knight's defending. So I guess I would play Queen C7, because then you can't take this or you lose the knight. Then not only that, well then I guess you just take here. It would not be ideal for either of us. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you'd get into this position like that. But I don't think I needed to push the pawn. I actually think I was up material. I think you had to take the queen. I mean, take the pawn. And then I can play here. Not sure what you would do in that case. I don't know. I feel like this is probably at this point. I think this was the critical moment for white. I think you needed to take this pawn. I don't know where I would play. That looks like a really good candidate move. But after this, I feel like this is the critical moment, because I feel like even though I'm up a pawn, white has the doubled up pawns. I don't think white is like losing by any stretch. You could always play rook f1, challenge the queen. Black needed a lift, perhaps. Closing killed your light square. Yeah, exactly. So earlier here, when I closed the position, it's like, where's my light squared bishop gonna go now? So I actually could have played a6. I don't know. I don't know. Me don't know.